Hi, everyone. Welcome to the first Entrepreneur Leader Circle call. And I can see now everyone's joining in one by one. Yeah. So on this call, what we're going to do is, first of all, walk through why we're doing this first, like why is Entrepreneur Leader Circle was launched and why is it so important to Genius U. Plus, we're also going to go through what all is included in Entrepreneur Leader Circle, and the entire plan for 2018, like how we're going to set that up and get our team on board as well to support you in this journey. So the first thing first, what I'd like you to do is I'm just going to quickly share my screen and would want you to post your comments on this particular post here. You can see here it says Entrepreneur Leader Circle introductory call. It's got the YouTube link here. So what's going to happen is once the call is over, this post will be used as the recording for the entire call as well. So you can just go in and post a comment about where you're from. I can already see a comment from Robin. Hey, Robin, it was good to see you in South Africa. Good to see you here as well. That's awesome. And just go on and comment about where you're from. And it's great that you guys are on board and already on the call. I can see already so many people joining in on the call. So I'm going to stop the screen share and then go through all the bits that we're going to cover on this particular call. So the first thing first is setting up the entire vision for 2018. And there's some documents which I'm going to share. First of all, there is this particular document, which I'll just post a link to from here, right? So there it goes. I'm just going to copy this link and paste it in the Facebook group. So here's the link, which I've just shared in that Facebook post. And that is the document which we will be using throughout this journey of 12 months. What we would also be doing is setting up a theme for each of the months. So if you guys can see my screen now, I'm just going back to the post. So here's that thing which I posted, Entrepreneur Leader Circle. It looks something like this, right? So what I'd like you to do is just go in, write your name, what city you're from, what country you're from, what your personal website is. So I've just added my LinkedIn details, the company that you own, and also any of your company website that you have. If you don't have a company website, just add like a Facebook page or LinkedIn page of your company. Also, what I'd like you to do is just add your future vision. Like, where do you see yourself on 12th of December 2018? So I've just written Genius U on the 12th of December 2018 is the home to 2 million entrepreneurs, where they connect with the right network, knowledge, and opportunities. As of today, we are already over 700,000 entrepreneurs on the platform. So our goal is to get to 2 million by the end of 2018. And what we would also do is like get all your future visions in here so that we at least start with the intention of where we have to be by end of 2018. What we're going to do is I've listed the tabs here. So you'll see here December 2017, Jan 2018. So you could go to any of these tabs and just write down your name and each of the month what your biggest highlight was on that call. And every month when you come on the call, the idea is for you to, before you come on the call, to fill this document so that we could get the experts to answer some of the questions. Even I'll support you with some of the questions that you have or the challenges that you've got. So you could list down your highlight, your challenge, any document that you'd like to submit. So say if you would want me or the expert to just go through any of your logo designs or website designs, so you could just add that in here and we can give you live feedback on it. So do add that as and when we get onto the next call. That's the January of 2018. Any question you have for the call as well, and the key learning that you had in that month, and also what the key action that you're going to take. So this document is going to be the base for this entire journey of 12 months. What I'm also going to share is theme for 2018 and the 12 micro degrees that we would be walking through in 2018. So the goal is that we have 12 programs on Genius U. These are the 12 micro degrees. Most of the mentors have already gone through the micro degrees. Some of the leaders have started on it. You would have taken some of the micro degrees, but not all. So the way this would work is we'll get our mentors to support you with the micro degrees. So when you're on, say, Find Your Flow micro degree, we'll get the mentor to help you out if you're facing any challenges in that micro degree. So every month there's going to be a theme. The first month theme is going to be your flow. What we would also do is get an expert who's going to come on board to help us out with that entire theme. So we're going to have a special guest who's going to talk about flow in the first month. The second month, we'll have a special guest who's going to talk about the Genius. And each month, we'll have the experts come on board and talk about specific topics related to these themes. Like the first one is, as I shared, your flow. The second one is your Genius. Third one is your passions. What are your passions, and the specific micro degree is designed for this. The fourth month is going to be on your purpose. The fifth one is going to be on the Millionaire Master Plan. So you would have seen or read the book Millionaire Master Plan. We now have like the entire micro degree. Some of you would have already taken the micro degree as well, but we'll also get an expert on board to see it from their eyes on how they could support you with this micro degree. The sixth one is the consistent cash, which is how you can learn the specific steps to move from infrared to red level in the wealth spectrum. You may be already at, say, yellow or green, but it's these micro degrees are so useful just so you don't get back to, say, any of those infrared levels. If you're already infrared, this course is really good to get out of infrared. So you can learn of how you can create a personalized plan that fits your natural path. And the micro degree 7th is going to be on connecting to flow. And that one is basically getting from red to orange level and understanding the 10 core values. Also, the journey of taking those 10 steps to a million and beyond. Discover the methods and tools to connect into others in the marketplace. The 8th micro degree is going to be on startup success, which is orange to yellow, and also help you with your startup success. And we'll get someone who's an expert in the, say, startup area. Like just to highlight how Genius U has grown. I started this with Roger about 3 years back in 2014, and we started it as a Facebook app, and we didn't have any users on it, and we followed specific steps to get to that one customer, and from that one customer to, say, 10, and 10 to 20, and then get to that first 10,000. When we launched the Genius test, initially it started as a slow step, but in a week's time, we already had 10,000 people using the app. Now, there's certain specific steps that we've learned from the experts we got on board who helped us get to, say, the 700,000 plus users on Genius U, plus the 2 million over followers that Roger and the Entrepreneur Institute plus Genius U has on social media. And we do this day by day by following some strategies. Now, we'll share those strategies with you. What I'm going to do is take some questions towards the end of this call and also share how you could get some leads straight away. And if you're planning to get onto the online side of the business, then how to get started on that and as well. So we'll cover all those topics. The 9th micro degree is going to be on scaling team and time, and how you could, once you have those customers on board, how you could scale your team, how to onboard your team, how to get them to the different wealth dynamics and talent dynamics micro degrees, and understanding their strengths, the weaknesses, their passions, and then structuring your team as well as the time, right? So that's the one which is going from yellow to green. And it talks about how to transition from a small business to a high-performing enterprise, and also how to discover the winning formulas to start your enterprise. And Also, how to build a successful high-performing team. The 10th micro degree is going to be on Well Dynamics, and we already have the Well Dynamics app on the App Store, so you could go and get the vector cards if you've taken the Well Dynamics test. And I'd highly encourage you to take the Well Dynamics test. If you haven't, then you would have received like a token along with the purchase of Entrepreneur Leader Circle. So go ahead, take that test, and the 10th micro degree is going to be specifically on that. The 11th one is going to be on Talent Dynamics, which is basically Well Dynamics for teams. And you'll find out steps to become a world-class leader by understanding, better understanding your team and how to organize your team so that they naturally grow as well. The 12th one will be on your legacy, and this is the one which we will end with. And this one completes our journey of the 12-month cycle. So there's going to be theme every month. However, one more added benefit that we will have along with having these experts talk about these topics is going to be the impact meter. So I'll just share what the impact meter looks like. And on the impact meter, so let me just pull this out. So that's the impact meter here. And what we're going to aim at is getting that, what are the strategies that we're going to have to have that first customer on board, right? So basically, if you see the micro degrees, they're all designed on these impact meter as well. The level 1 is like when you have like one customer, where your personal service is to solve one person's problem. And the question that you would have is like, am I solving a problem for someone who trusts me, that they are willing to pay to have solved? Like, ask yourself this question: do you have someone in your customer base, or are you someone who is looking for that or starting out with that business, and do you have that one customer on board? The second one is going to be how to get from one customer to 10 customers, intimate user group to maximize value and market fit, which is, can I scale my solution to 10 people such that they are willing to pay and refer me to others? So that's the second level. That's the orange level, right, of the impact meter. From 10 customers, how to get to 100 customers, right? And how to have that predictable, replicable, and viable model to grow with. And this is where, until you have 100 customers, you don't really need to have like a full-fledged team supporting. You can have 1 or 2 people supporting you until this point. And the question you would have is, have I found a repeatable pathway from my market need to my solution that I can measure? Now, what we've done with Genius U and even Well Dynamics is we've identified how many people download our WD e-guide first, right? So which is like the Well Dynamics e-guide. And from there, how many of them go on and take the Well Dynamics test? Like, how is that lead generating into revenue? So we would go through that every month on measuring how are we bringing leads to your business, plus how are we converting those leads to customers. There is a magic formula to it, and we want to make sure we scale that month on month as well. The fourth level is a scalable team and time to develop a sustainable business. If it's just, am I growing my team and time to enable the business to run well without me, which is when you have 1,000 customers, where you could already go on into setting up, say, different verticals for your business. The level 5 is about market leadership, which is attracting resources and partnerships. And that is when you have 10,000 customers, and which is how I built a reputation that attracts the financing, partners, and support to leverage with. We have, at Genius, we have followed each of these steps to get to the 100,000 plus customers that we have. So we have 700,000 plus members, and as per the customers, we are at 230,000 customers. So we already gone through that, and we are looking at how we could get from the national impact with the influence to shape the future, which is level 6, and how to get from there to the global impact with the power to leave a legacy, right? And the idea of Entrepreneur Leader Circle is so apt right now, because we are looking at establishing a mission, culture, and model that is inspiring others on their journey. So we want to inspire all the leaders who are coming on board and also help them with their businesses so that you could support on the mission that we have, which is making Genius U the home to the entrepreneur movement. As of 2010, we had 300 million entrepreneurs in the world. That number grew to 600 million in 2016. By the time 2020 comes, the world is going to have 1 billion entrepreneurs. So the idea is that Genius U would be the home to the entrepreneur movement. And we're supporting this with our partner companies as well. And that's why you would see that as part of the package, you would also get membership to the Entrepreneur Resorts and the Entrepreneur Beach Club. So just to give you an idea, we were in South Africa just last week, and we went to our safari game lodge that we just acquired a few months back, and it's called the Tau Game Lodge. You would have seen photos about it as well. Let me see if I can pull that out from Roger's post. And it's a beautiful game lodge where we had morning safaris and evening safaris all the time, and saw lions, and there's some really great experiences from there. So this is where we were. You have to take like a charter plane to get there. And this is a team. We had a team meeting over there. And then this is the safari at which we were. This is during evening time, where we just went for a game drive and spotted a lion in the middle of the road. So this is the newly acquired Entrepreneur Resorts. We also saw lions making babies, little cubs. So that was a really good experience. Teresa Rogers found a giraffe skeleton. So and that's a giraffe. It's not a skeleton of that one. And every morning drive, you would have like amarula and coffee for your breakfast. So morning 5 a.m. we would go for game drives, and in the evening we would go for game drives at 4:30 or so. And it was a really good experience going on these safaris with the fellow entrepreneurs, investors, and also team members. So as part of Entrepreneur Leaders Circle, you also get membership to the Entrepreneur Resorts and the beach clubs. We already have the Tau Game Lodge, which we have acquired. So when you go there, you first of all get to work from the co-working spot over there, plus you get discount whenever you order something at the Game Lodge. The other property that we have is the Genius Cafe, which is there in Bali, and a lot of you guys would have gone there. It's a beautiful spot. And if you've seen the Entrepreneur Leader Circle video, majority of that video was shot at the Genius Cafe. So that's the Genius Cafe. So as part of the program, you also get the discount coupons. You can go from and work from that co-working space all the time. Our goal is to have 50 beach clubs and 5 resorts by 2020. So it's a bold vision. We already at 2 resorts and 2 beach clubs, 2 Genius Cafes, and we're gonna grow that really fast in the next couple of years. So as part of the entire Entrepreneur Leader Circle and of the movement, you would get this benefit as well. So those are some of the benefits that you're getting as part of the Entrepreneur Leader Circle. And as I mentioned, the reason is that we at Genius U want to make Genius U as the home to the entrepreneur movement and get you to support this movement as well. Let's see if you have added in the details here. All right, this is great. So we've got Leif Arnell here from Norway. Michael is here from Poland. Angela from Perth, Australia. Karen. That's great. So this is a really good document which will allow you to connect with everyone else who's on the call and who's part of the Entrepreneur Leader Circle. And you can also see what their future vision is and how we can support each other in achieving the goals that we have set for 2018. And what I'm going to do is just go back to the post and see if any of you guys have any quick questions before I get to the next particular topic. So I have a comment from Robin, which is like, hey, can't open. I already saw Robin's post, so I'm guessing he would have had access to it. If you have any questions, do post it here regarding the structure of the program and also how we're going to roll this out in the next 12 months. But the idea of this first call is an introductory call so that I can walk through on what all is included in the Entrepreneur Leader Circle, and also how we're going to structure the next 12 months. What I would also encourage you guys to do is show the specific slide deck that we have. So I'm going to post a copy of this in the group. And what I'd like you to do is use this as a document to measure your month-by-month targets and goals as well. So we use this as the document for our weekly meetings, and this is so useful. I'll just go to a date which is like Jan 17th. This would be a good period. All right. So this is the document which we use at GeniusU to track everything week by week. And what we do is we capture how many new followers we have every week, plus how many new pixel audiences we are getting week by week. Now, as I was mentioning that we would be working on growing businesses, our business as well as your businesses, through the impact meter. And one way to do that is measuring how many subscribers you're getting, and from that subscribers, how many are you converting into customers. Now, before subscribers comes the pixel audience, right? So pixel audience is basically you're capturing everyone's information even before they give you their email addresses. So you can practically market to them and send an ad to them through Facebook or Google Ads as well. So this document is what I'm going to share with you, and you can easily measure how many customers you've got. And what we've done at GeniusU is broken down the customers into different categories, which is how many rookies do we have. Rookies is basically people who bought once. How many loyal fans we have, which is basically people who bought multiple times, more than once. And how many raving fans we're bringing in week by week, which is loyal fan and an affiliate. And also how many advocates we have, which is like an affiliate who is not a customer. So I would highly encourage you to look at your customers and see how you could break them down into different segments, and then grow that week by week. And so that when we set up the target for 2018, which is like December 2018, your goal could be, say, get to 100 customers, or even 1,000, or even 10,000, right? So the only way to achieve that goal is to break that down into monthly targets, and then like basically quarterly targets broken down into monthly into weekly. And week by week, when you look at your flight deck, you'll get a full idea on what does it look like. What we also measure is our orders and also our collections, like how much revenue we've made. Plus, what we also measure is the sessions on all our websites we've had. And all this data can be found from Google Analytics. How many sessions you had, how many page views all your sites have had. And we do that for all our websites, like how many sessions GeniusU has had, how many people are there in a CRM, which is the software we're using to store all our client data. Now, if you don't have a CRM, I'd highly encourage you to start with something which is a small one, which is something like MailChimp or Zoho. So at least you start capturing your customer database. If you already have a CRM, then look at growing that and seeing how you're going to get to that number in 2018. What we also have is the resellers and the affiliates, of how many resellers we are growing week by week and all of that. So I'm sharing this data with you. This is real data, is because I want all of you to have this document. I'll post a copy of this, a template of this, so that you can capture this week by week. And a flight deck is something like what a pilot has before he takes off, right? So he would know exactly where to go, and to get there, what all are the small milestones he needs to achieve, which is like which are the things which he needs to turn on, which are things to turn off to get to that destination. So flight deck is exactly like that. We measure everything from retention to engagement to virality, like how many people are posting stuff, and also the economic units of all of that. So I'll share this with you, as well in the group so that you can already start working on designing your entire 2018. So you can start from the first week of Jan and then set this up for week by week and start measuring it on weekly basis. Here, if you see, like, we getting over 20,000 new followers every week, plus we're getting 20,000 new pixel audience, and that is what is helping us grow to the number that we have grown to, which is over 230,000 customers and 700,000 plus members. And all this is achieved by getting about 3 million pixel audience. Now, it's not rocket science. There's a simple strategy that each one of us can follow and get to the numbers we want to by the end of 2018 as well. So I'll post that in here. The other thing which I wanted to walk through was how you can use GeniusU to earn affiliate income as well. Like one of the bonuses of the Entrepreneur Leader Circle was that you'd be able to earn affiliate income. So what I'd do is I'd encourage you to go in and sign up on the affiliate portal and also on the reseller program. So if you go to wdprofiletest.com, you will find here reseller login, right? So once you sign up as a reseller, it allows you to, let me just log out. This is already automatically logged me in, and I'll post this link in the group as well. So what this allows you to do is you can purchase tokens at 50% discount. So a token which is worth $97, you can now purchase it at $50 each. So I'm just going to post it here. So that's the link to Well Dynamics reseller. So this will allow you to purchase Well Dynamics tokens at a really discounted rate, which is about $50 instead of $97. And once you get to that, that is one way of earning revenue. So basically, if you're in a business of coaching or consulting or training, you could package it in your programs and sell your programs for, say, $300 or $400, whereas the value of the test, you can show it as $97. What it costs you is just about $50. So you can sign up on this and make some revenue just by selling Well Dynamics token. There's a really good margin on that. The other thing which I wanted to share was the affiliate portal, so which allows you to earn affiliate income by referring our products. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is so that you have a look at this. You also, while you're promoting our products and earning revenue from it, I'd highly encourage you to have your own affiliate portal as well, so that when you sell your products, how other partners can come on board and get direct links to promote your specific brand, right? So what we use for the affiliate system is something called Post Affiliate Pro. So I'll just post it here. So during these calls, you'll find it really useful. I'm going to give you direct links to some of the things that we are using and some of the products we are using so that you can just copy all of that and get onto it as well. So this is Post Affiliate Pro, and I'll just post that link in the group as well. So that's what we're using. What you can do is also use something like Zoho, which is like a basic CRM, and Zoho would allow you to have your internal affiliate system in it as well. So Zoho is one, and other one is the Infusionsoft, which allows you to do everything that we're doing, but at the impact meter level of, say, going from yellow to green, or say red to orange, right? So I'll post the Infusionsoft one as well. So these are small business CRMs which you can directly plug onto, right? There's some really good ones that we use. These are the tools which you can use to build your business. Plus, what I'll also show you is the affiliate portal, right? So I've signed into our Post Affiliate Pro portal, and you can find your personal affiliate links to promote any of the products. So say if you sell the Entrepreneur Leader Circle in future, you could already earn commissions from it. If you sell tickets to the Fast Forward Summit, you could make money from it. We've launched the Health Dynamics test, which identifies what's your body type, right? And if you sell those tokens, you could generate revenue from it already. And you can create your entire partner center. So we created the partner center, and you can set up your promo materials and set up the entire sort of things as well. So if you see here, Post Affiliate Pro already tells me how many clicks I've had and how much is the pending payment. So all your affiliates can use this, and plus you can use our Post Affiliate Pro system to get onto it and promote our products and earn revenue right away. This plus the profile test bulk rate that you're getting already can generate quite a lot of revenue for all of you. And the goal is, like my personal goal, is to help you get on from the level where you're at least 3 levels higher. So say if you're at 1 customer, my goal is to get you to 1,000 customers by end of 2018. And we've done that successfully with Genius U by following specific steps, and even with Well Dynamics, which is Entrepreneur Institute and Entrepreneur Resorts. So my personal goal is to help you with getting to at least 3 levels up by the end of 2018. So look at where you are, and you could be someone who is happy at, say, level 3, which is 100 customers, and just grows from there. But there is a specific strategy that we could use to get there, to get the leads and to get like how to convert them into specific customers by running specific promotions as well. So this is the entire affiliate portal. And from here, what I'd like you to show is the other benefits that you get, which is basically on Genius U. And there's some really, really powerful tools which I'm going to be sharing if you want to run or project manage your team, or run like a coaching or training business for your network, and how you could use Genius U as part of the Entrepreneur Leader Circle to do that, right? So the first thing is you get the access to create events on Genius U. So what this will allow is to tap onto all the people who are coming onto Genius U. So we get about 1,000 customers, members coming every day onto Genius U and signing up, and they are looking for events near them. And when we launched the app in 2018, we will also send specific notifications to all the users who are in that area about this event that's happening. So imagine you're having an event, say, in Brisbane tomorrow, and all the Genius U members who are in Brisbane area will get a notification saying that, hey, if you want to go for this person's event that's near you, just click here to see who all are attending and what the event is about. So you would be able to create specific events on Genius U. This is the one which is going on right now in Brisbane, and you can already see from here who all are attending. What this also allows you to do is you can sell your event tickets on it. So you don't need a payment gateway or anything. As leaders, you already get the facility to create tickets and sell tickets and earn revenue just by having your events on Genius U. And we will help you to promote those events as well. So that is the events side of it. You can also, I'll just show you what the features are when you create the event. So you can create specific circles and create events for those circles as well. So this is how the event layout looks like. You could add like a title, short description, long description, your YouTube ID. So if you have a specific YouTube video for your event, you could post that here as well. Images when the event is happening, and you can create multiple ticket types and add an amount to it as well. And it allows you to set up currencies, so you can have it in different currency too. So that's the event creation tool that you would get. So not all members get that. As leaders, you would get this bit. You would also get access to creating different circles. So this is the circle which I'm managing along with the team, social media team. And this already has 1,600 members on it. And every day there are new requests that are coming in. And this is how like a proper circle would look like. It has a video, people are commenting. So we run the Fast Forward Your Business live streaming on this circle. So people come on the circle, and this is private circle. So not everyone on GeniusU gets to see it. So you could run your coaching team trainings and even consulting on this by running specific webinars on it and get people to comment on it. And you can see who all the members are and what the upcoming events are. Your members can see all of that, and you can post specific top links as well. So I've added what the Opportunity Knocks top links are, the slides from the 2015 events. There's also a checklist on landing pages. So if you're creating a new landing page, what are the different checklists that you need to have as well. So what I'll do is I'll post this file for all of you on the group Entrepreneur Leader Circle. This is a really powerful landing page checklist, which allows you to go through the setting up a customer avatar for your business and how we've gone through and created that. And plus, what are the things which you need for a lead magnet? So what your lead magnet title is, what your lead magnet description is. Now, lead magnets are basically different types of tools which allow you to generate leads. So we use ebooks, webinars, quizzes. So these are some of our lead magnets and how those lead magnets relate to specific buyer persona. So this is the checklist, which is a really powerful one. And what is the information you're gathering from each of the person who's coming on board. So I'll post this in post this call. And then you can just go through it and see how we could implement setting up landing pages as well. So this is all these resources you can actually add to your circle. We've done that to specific circles, and people can review your circles as well, and there's a stream for it. What is a really cool feature here for your circle is the reports. So when I click on View Reports, it allows me to see the geniuses and the spectrum levels of everyone who's a part of the circle. So we can see if they've completed the passion test, what their geniuses is, what the spectrum is, and how many courses have they completed. So let's look at someone who's Stacy Weber here, right? So Stacy is here. She's completed different missions on GeniusU, which is the micro degrees. So I can see and coach specifically on what are the different micro degrees that have been completed by Stacy. And if I have to even update on what are the new ones which she should undertake, I could do that directly as well. So that's on the circles. The other thing that we've launched, and we haven't gone really public with this, and if you've been to any of the Fast Forward events, you would know something about the Opportunity Knocks. What our aim is to get the entire Opportunity Knocks online on GeniusU. And this is a feature which will be publicly going live in Jan of 2018, and we would get everyone to post their opportunities on the platform. And people can respond to your opportunities. Say you're looking for a designer or even someone who is like a web developer. So you can post that here, and people who are already in that industry can respond to you. And what you can do is once the opportunity is closed, you can convert the opportunity into a project and run an ongoing project on the platform. So you don't, we're providing all those resources to basically run opportunities, run your coaching training programs, team trainings, and also create events so that you can generate revenue from it. How cool is that, right? And in January, we would be having the dashboard where you can measure, just like how I shared the flight deck, right? Where you're constantly measuring how you're doing week by week. You'd be able to constantly measure on GeniusU itself how you're doing week by week as well. So those are just some of the resources and benefits that you get as part of the program. And I'll just go back to some of the questions if you have any questions around it. Right? So there it is. Yeah, do post in any of your questions if you got any questions here. when the page with the event starts. Got it. All right. So no questions as yet, but I got some comments, which is like, thanks for sharing the sheets. Yeah. And these documents are really powerful because we want to ensure that you could use this on an ongoing basis. What I would do is the program officially starts in the first week of Jan, but I'd like to give you a few tips which you could use already in the month of December, which is how you could get some leads without having to spend any money, right? And one of the things would be like LinkedIn, right? So what you can do is go onto LinkedIn and also get the LinkedIn database. So you might have friends on LinkedIn who could be part of your network, and you could promote to your business to them as well. And the best way to do that is just download that entire database, put that up on Facebook as custom audience, and run specific ads to them. If you don't want to run specific ads to them, you could also send an opt-in lead magnet ad so that they could sign up and also be part of your program. So there are tools already there which allow you to do that. So LinkedIn networks download, right? Yeah, so exporting connections from LinkedIn. So I'll put this link in the group as well. And this will allow you to export your LinkedIn database and getting them into your network. So this is just a small little tip for you to get onto building your network, getting that first customers on board. So I can see a message from here, which is Maharaja saying, I'm at level 1.3, have 3 customers at 310 model, will like to take it to 100. Yeah, so those are, just put those goals in this Google Doc, which I shared, of what your future vision is. And the future vision, you could have like multiple dates as well. So say by mid next year, you would want to be at such and such number, right? So then we would aim to get to that place. And how I and my team, I've got a team of 20 people who are working day in and out to grow the businesses and coming up with new strategies all the time. So we're very open on sharing those strategies with you, and also our internal documents so that you could just use those rather than create new ones altogether. Just going back to the document. Yeah, so here's the link which I posted on how you can export connections from LinkedIn. So you can already start bringing in people onto your database, and you can use this to do custom audiences as well. What I'd like to show next is I'm just going to stop my screen share for a bit and see if I can find the